Hello everybody, my name is Kiara, aka Kiara's Bookshelf, and welcome to my channel. I am really excited to film this week's video for you guys because I really wanted to talk to you guys about some of the books that Booktok has influenced me to buy. So as a fellow Booktok viewer myself, I come across so many amazing books that people read, and I will definitely say that I am influence when it comes to buying books based on popularity, and that definitely is a problem of mine. I can't help it. When a book is trending, I need to know why, I need to buy it, and then eventually just figure out what the hype is about. But I think the problem is I'm literally the slowest reader ever, so sometimes I will buy these books and then they will just sit on my shelves for an unknown amount of time. So let's get started because I literally have a lot of books in front of me. So the first two books that I want to talk about are Better Than the Movies and Nothing Like the Movies. I am not the biggest romance reader and I definitely want to change that. So when I saw these books in Barnes & Noble, I decided I really wanted to start my romance journey with these two books. And I think I was influenced to buy these two books because it is a very popular YA romance series, and I kind of feel like I should start with the YA genre when it comes to romance and then maybe work my way up to the adult smutty stuff eventually. It's just something so appealing about YA romances and the fact that there is a lot of will they won't they and closed door types of scenes and things like that. And honestly, I think the only thing I can recall about these two books is that the two main characters have graduated high school and they're going to college. Now, the next three books that I am going to show you guys are probably the most popular books on this list so far. I have seen so many videos about this series and I've also seen a lot of backlash towards it, and I don't know why, but that kind of makes me want to read it more. And that is the Powerless series. So I currently have Powerless, Fearless, and Reckless. I don't know if there are any other books in this series. I know there is a novella, but I don't really know if this series will be a complete trilogy or if there's going to be more books added to it. But honestly, I was influenced by this because I've heard a lot of comparisons about this book and the Red Queen series, and I haven't read the Red Queen series, but I do know that there was a lot of drama because a lot of people felt like there were too many similarities when it came to the two series. But I am really intrigued by it because I really want to see what the hype is about, and I feel like if I read this series, it will make me want to read The Red Queen, which I know has been out for a very long time. Now, the next series that I'm going to show you has blown up so fast and it's honestly crazy. I currently follow this author on TikTok, and that is the Lightlark series by Alex Esther. Like I said, it is completely crazy how big this series has blown up and honestly how much the universe has grown, because I do believe there might be two other books in this main series, and I do know that there is a Grimm and Oro book, which is really interesting. I do know that Grimm and Oro are the love interest in this series, and I am a sucker for love triangles, so I really feel like I'm gonna have so much fun reading this. Now, the next book that I bought because of TikTok is When the Moon Hatched. Honestly, I bought this book because it had dragons in it, and I don't know why, but I went through a weird phase where I just wanted to read fantasy books that had a bunch of mythical creatures in it. I have not read any of these books yet, but there's just something so interesting about this one to me. I do believe the main character in this book is an assassin in a rebel group. I hope there's a lot of like action and fight scenes along with the obvious dragon scenes that are going to be in this book. And I don't know why, but this book just screams high fantasy. I don't really know if there's going to be a lot of romance in it, so I'm just kind of excited to see what will end up being the point of this book and whether or not I like it. The next two books are a duology, and that is One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I don't know why, but I have just been loving fantasy books with gothic atmospheres. I think it's because I don't really read books like that, but there's something so comforting, I guess, about this type of setting. And as far as this series, I really don't know too much of what the plot is about. I do believe there might be some magic in it. I could be wrong, but that just sounds really intriguing to me. So the next duology that I had to buy because of TikTok is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Now this is a fantasy series that I am completely going into blind. I'm just gonna guess that this might take place in a medieval setting just because I noticed that is a common theme with a lot of fantasies. Honestly, I am really excited to go into this and just see what the hype is about. Now, the next book that I was influenced to buy is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I feel like I am really going to like this book. Not only is it extremely popular, but I do like the idea of this Addie LaRue character meeting people and basically just never being remembered. Like, it just sounds so sad and fascinating, and I'm really interested in seeing why that is. Like, is she cursed? Did she make a deal with something? I hope that I am pleasantly surprised. Now, the next book that I bought because of Booktok is, I feel, going to be not much of a surprise to some people, and that is Quicksilver. Now, the only thing I think I know about Quicksilver is that there might be smut in it. Now, for this next book, I don't know why, but I feel like it might have the same vibes as Quicksilver, and that is Silver Elite. Now, I tried really hard not to read the description that's in this book, but I did notice that it mentioned that it is a dystopian book. I bought this book because I literally remember seeing it everywhere, like not just on TikToks, but I would also see it in blogs and like news articles in some cases, like just the most random outlets recommending this book. I don't really know if the other books I mentioned were also in articles and stuff, but I feel like that just really made this book specifically stick out to me. The final book that I am going to talk about today is by far the most popular, most influential book on this list, and that is Alchemised. If you don't know, I have read Manacled already, which was originally a Harry Potter, Draco and Hermione fan fiction, but it was a mixture of Harry Potter meets The Handmaid's Tale, and it was so fun, so fascinating, surprisingly dark, which I wasn't expecting because I personally never watched or read A Handmaid's Tale. So of course, when Alchemised was announced to be traditionally published, I had to jump at the opportunity of buying this, and I will say this book is bigger than I thought it would be. The fan fiction was a lot, but I did expect this to be cut down. I really want to know what has changed in this book as far as the characters and the magical elements and things like that. So that has been all of the books that Booktok has influenced me to buy. So with that, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!